All right, all you night readers, welcome to Tarot Nights Lenormand edition. Yes, it is Wednesday night Lenormand, and we are going to have our wonderful Lenormand Lenormand edition show. Sorry, I am completely tongue-tied for a moment. Sorry about that. All right, I was paying attention to something completely different, and well, now I'm back. So, all right. So let's get you guys in. Let's see what is going on. And there we go. It's good to see you all. Lisa and Hani and Yvonne, Rebecca, Anya, Ecto, and T. It's good to have everybody. Jessica, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Good to have you all here. And well, we're doing Lenormand tonight. So, hey, Maggie. Maggie, good to have you as well. So, yeah, nice to have everybody here. What a great crowd. Always a great crowd. All my favorites. I know I say that to everybody, right? Because everybody's my favorite. I'm just happy to have so many people that show up and have a good time here and enjoy their readings, I hope. And also enjoy the chat, right? Enjoy talking to each other. So yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get, the feeling that people do enjoy that kind of stuff. You guys enjoy talking to each other. You enjoy talking to me. And of course, you enjoy your readings. All right, so. All right. So can you get a reading, please, Lisa? Yeah, you can. You certainly can get a reading on Lenormand night. So right now, I think there's something going on that involves something big, something bigger than you are. That doesn't, that's not, I'm not saying that, geez. How does this thing get turned? I don't know so often, but it does. There we go. That's better. All right. So how can I explain this better? Somehow or another, there is something larger than you out there trying to I'm trying to think of the words. I'm trying to think of something good to say. Not that anything bad is going to be said, but I'm just trying to think of a good explanation of this, because I know. See, the tower in Lenormand is all about some type of large institution, and it's all about something going on with that. This could be a lot of different things, right? It could be a bank, it could be a court, it could be a hospital, it could be school. But you know what else it could be? It could be jail. Now, I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, somebody near to you could wind up getting in trouble and going to jail. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like there would be a man involved in this. Definitely. And I do think that this is just for some, this would be a short term. It's not going to be a long term thing. It's just, okay, they got in trouble for something one day or one night, right? And then they got arrested for a day, and then that's kind of it, because I do see where they're out again, out and about and doing their thing. And child not normally does not all, sometimes it means a child, but this doesn't mean a child. It just means something short, small, something small time, small term. So it's not a big deal, but I definitely see where that could be happening around you. I do feel like that could be going on around you. So see what happens. But that's what I get for you. I do see, like I said, at the end here with the garden, I didn't really get into garden a whole lot at the end of the reading, but yeah, garden is about being out and social and stuff like that. So I do think that this would be a very short term type of thing, and it would be, just, again, somebody got in trouble for something small, and then they're out, then they're done, then they go free, and they get to do their thing, right? So hello, Flirty Butterfly. How are you? Milika, how are you? Nima, it's nice to have you here. Bartman, welcome. Welcome. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. And I hope that made sense to you. Definitely made sense to me. And well, yeah, that's definitely what I was getting from that whole thing. All right, so let's see. I'm sorry. Hani, you're looking to get a reading for the upcoming 3 months. So for the next 3 months, you want to know what's going to happen, what's going on for the next 3 months. All right, Hani. The next 3 months are looking like just like this. So it looks like there's some good stuff out there, right? It looks like there is definitely some love and happiness, some success in a relationship, some success in your life. And I think that is really holding the key to figuring out what is going, what you're going to do for the next 3 months, right? That whole idea of having, having some type of a love connection is really, really what it's all about. That's what is going to open the door for you. You have to watch, though, that you do not get tempted to do something that you don't want to do. Don't feel like you have to do something over the next 3 months that you're really not interested in, because right now, it's not going to help you any. it'll just make things worse. Because if somebody's trying to tempt you to do something wrong or something that you don't want or something you don't like or something to that effect, with a snake, it usually goes away pretty quickly. Snakes don't stay around, and sure enough, I do think that makes a big difference. So if there's some kind of temptation out there, it's not going to be for a long time. It's just going to be something real quick. Don't fall for it. Just keep moving in the right direction. Move on in that right direction, right? Because at the end of it all is a commitment of some sort, right? A promise for things to go in a direction that you want them to. Now, who doesn't want that, right? That goes right along with bouquet. The whole idea of love and opening up doors and opening up ideas goes right along with the idea of the commitment at the end. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I think things are going to be okay. I think it's going to be a good 3 months. That's a lot of good stuff happening over that 3-month period. So, yeah, definitely something that you are going to be happy about. I think so. I think you'll be happy about it. I felt good about it. Rebecca, how are you? What does the Aries think of you? Well, I think you're a very nice person, and I'm glad that you're here, and I truly am appreciative that you subscribed to the show. So that's what I think of you. Did you have a different Aries in mind other than me? I thought this was about me. No, this is not about me. All right. Okay, so somebody else. Anya, I love the way I shuffle cards. I can do the riffle like that, right? With the bridge. I can do that. That's easy, but it's when I do the overhand shuffling and I have to catch the cards, I have a problem. You can watch, see? How do you like that? That was better. You get to see it that way. So, what does the Aries think of you, Rebecca? You got to remember, Anya, also that I used to be a magician. I used to do magic. All right, I can show you a trick. I can always show you a trick. I can take the card right there on top, right, the snake. I can take that, put it right on top, stick it right here in the middle, like this. There we go. Stick it in the middle of the deck. Push it in. Give the cards a shake like that, a little shake, just like that. And right here on the top is the snake again. He just likes to keep turning up all over the place. Yeah. All right, so let's see what we get for you. What does the Aries think of you? Yeah, what does the Aries think of you, Rebecca? The Aries thinks that that things between the two of you are getting better. Things between the two of you are definitely getting better. And that's a good thing, right? Something big is coming along. Something big is coming your way for the two of you. And, I think that you will find that that's going to turn out to be pretty good. Pretty darn good. It's going to make you feel happy. It's going to make you feel good about things. And, And I think that that's a big deal. That's what the Aries is thinking, right? Oh, that's a big deal. But I do think that there's a lot of talk between the two of you right now. Maybe you're communicating a lot. Maybe you're texting back and forth. Because that's what I'm getting here, right? A lot of talking about things, and a lot of moving in a good direction. A lot of things moving in a good direction. And Ryder tells me, there are more messages coming. There's news coming. It's going to come very quickly. It's going to be it's going to be some good ideas, but it's going to be a quick message, some kind of a quick little bit of news. And this person is, this Aries is just going to, kind of put it out there really fast out of nowhere. And then that's it. And that'll be just how it goes. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it makes sense. That's for sure. All right. So I did receive your donation, Queen of Pentacles. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you very much for your generosity. I always appreciate that. So your person and you had a vacation plan for next week. However, he told me today we need to reschedule because work didn't approve his time off. Is it true? Or are you still going to be going? Is it true, or will you still be going? That is a good question. All right, Anya, watch. I'll show it to you one more time, okay? So you got broom, right? You got broom right there. So you take the broom and you put it right here in the middle of the deck. You give it a shake, right? Broom comes right back to the top of the deck. I'll show it to you again. Watch. You take the broom, you put it in the middle of the deck, right? You see it going in there, right? You give it a little shake like that, and it's broom. All right. They're not all broom. We know that. This is my Lenormand deck, so it's not like it's a trick deck. All right. So, Queen of Pentacles. Will you still be going, or will you not be going on this vacation, this holiday? Well, again, and the cards are telling you that you're at a crossroads, right? You're not sure. You don't know what's the truth, what's really going to happen, what's going on. Should you be ready to go, or should you be, going to have to reschedule and figure something else out? I think you feel safe, though. I think you feel very, I don't know. I think this whole, I think your person and you are very familiar with each other. I think you feel very safe and warm and settled with them. Like an old house, right? And I think if this person is telling you that you're going to have to reschedule, I don't think they're lying to you. I don't think they're making it up. That's for sure. I believe their work didn't approve it. So I would say, no, you're probably not going. However, Garden does tell me that there will be other things. There will be other outings, or, some kind of a gathering that you will go to in place of the vacation. And the vacation will happen eventually. I just think that someone else, a different woman, is the one who said something about, hey, we have to reschedule. You're going to have to reschedule because it's not going to work with your schedule here at work. Now, is his boss a woman? Or is one of his superiors or somebody, above him a woman? Because that would make sense to this. And that's what I'm getting for you. I just get with the closeness that you have, right? Like house, like I said, with the house, right? Feeling familiar and safe and stuff like that. I think that, I just think that the two of you are, I don't think that there's any lying or deceit or deception, anything like that going on. I just truly do believe that, something did come up at work. You're saying it's all men at work. Here, 2 cards came up, right? Has there been trouble in the relationship recently? Because this would show me that there's some kind of conflict going on. It's funny. It's Broom. Keeps coming up to the top of the deck, right? But it shows me that there's been some kind of hurt feelings recently, and you're trying to get rid of that pain. You're trying to sweep it away. However, you do feel like the relationship is growing. So, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Those are the things I'm getting for you, Queen of Pentacles. So, thank you. Thank you for your donation again, and thank you again for your generosity. I do appreciate it. I definitely do appreciate it. All right, so there was problems, and that's what Broom is telling me. Broom tells me about, sadness and hurt feelings and things like that. You're very welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys all being here, everybody, You guys all know that it's important to me. It's important to the show for you guys to all be here. So, all right, Anya, can you get a general read? General reads are so hard out of when it's Lenormand night. It's always a tough one. It's always a tough one because Lenormand cards are usually so specific about things. So yes, I have a big old box full of old magic tricks that I used to do. And all right. So again, I think you're at you're at the crossroads, right? You are at a crossroad where when it comes to what are you going to do? What are you going to do with things coming up? You have a lot of decisions. You have decisions to make, right? And you're going to have to give things some very careful thought because you've made some promises. You've made promises and you want to keep them. But right now it's tough because you can't see what the outcomes are going to be if you keep those promises, or if those promises are going to be able to be kept in the future. Right? Sometimes it's very difficult. You can make a promise and then it ends up just not going your way. It doesn't work out because it's tough. So, The clouds are making things unclear. They're making things very confused. And I think that, and I really do think that that's holding, that's keeping things from you. That's keeping things away from you that you can't figure out if this commitment or this promise is going to continue. If you're good, all right, hold on. If you're going to be able to keep the promise. Yeah. So that's what Crossroads is telling you. Crossroads says you got to make a decision. You're going to have to you're coming to a point where you're going to have to decide, do you keep your promise or not? Because you can't see what the outcome is going to be. However, look on the other side. Things are getting better. Things are going to be okay over here. Things will work out if you keep your promises. So don't let this bunch of clouds here, this whole idea of things being unclear, get in your way. Let them, let the clouds clear out, because they will clear away. They're not there forever. It's not mountains, right? If this was mountain, then that would be a big problem where you really probably couldn't overcome it at this point, and you may never see things get better. But clouds come and go. They come and go, and they go on their way. And sure enough, I think that's the case. Once the clouds move out of the way, things get better. Things are getting better here with Stork. So, yeah, keep that in mind, all right? I'm not, I'm sure you've made lots of promises to lots of different people about lots of different things. And sure enough, there's the problem. There it is, right? That's the whole idea. You just want to make sure that you're going to make everybody happy. You want to make people happy. That's your goal. That's the way you are. That's the way I am too. We are absolutely similar in that right, in that way. So how you doing, Yvonne? Your comment was before Lisa's. Oh no. And it went away. But you asked for a future family read. Yeah. No problem. You got it. You got it, my friend. All right, let's see. Future family. All right, so here we go with Tower again. And I just told Lisa, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I think there's somebody in the family who is going to end up in some type of trouble. They're going to get in trouble, basically, and they're going to end up getting caught and arrested and end up, maybe in jail for a night or whatever. But it's not going to be a long time. But I do see where you are struggling with the whole idea that you have to put something far behind you. That's what you have to do, right? Ship is a long journey, and if you left something on the shore before the ship took off, the ship is gone. It's a long ways away, and that's you on the ship going in that direction. You're going, you're moving towards your future, but it's also, you're putting a lot of distance between you and something or someone. You're kind of cutting them off, right? It's like cutting them off from your life. And as hard as that has been, as hard as that is, as difficult as that could be possibly, and I know it could be absolutely disastrous to you mentally, and mentally turns into physically, but you gotta cut them off. You're gonna have to cut them off for a while at least. You have to drop the dead weight. You have to leave that behind. Otherwise, you're just going to continuously be overwhelmed. You will be overwhelmed, and that will be really bad. And that will not help you. Barb, somebody needs a nap. Is that because I yawn? You guys hear me yawn? All right, so it's not that I'm bored, and it's not that I need a nap. I don't get enough air when I breathe. And when I'm doing all this talking, I just don't get it. I don't get enough. And I have to take in deep breaths, and I don't have time when I'm talking, because I try to talk quickly. So I try to talk clear enough that you can hear me and understand, of course. But I try to talk quick enough that I can do as many readings as possible in an hour. It's tough, but I'll tell you, so breathing is difficult for me. Now, I'm not a big guy. I'm not huge. You can tell by the size of my hands probably. I'm not a big guy who is, big or large. But I do have breathing issues. It's craziness. It is crazy. So, I don't know. Anxiety, I definitely have that. For sure. And yeah, it's also anemia. I have anemia. Matter of fact, due to anemia, I have lost. It's like an English lesson, all right. It's like some kind of a lesson. I don't know what, Maggie. But I have lost like almost half of my blood. So to get blood to my lungs, I have to, for every breath I take, or every 2 breaths I take, it's like a normal person taking 1 breath. Yes. So, Name, thank you so much for your donation. I saw it come in, and I do appreciate it. I thought that was you, and I was right. I was just waiting for you to put that up there and see what your good question was. And your question is, tell you if Luke has feelings for you, because you do not speak nowadays. You're not speaking right now, and you want to know, does Luke have feelings for you? Of course, I understand. Yeah, there you go. So another little tidbit into the life of the Night Reader. Good night, Yvonne. See you tomorrow. Hey, before you go, no show on Friday. Everybody, please remember, no show Friday. I do have a family obligation that's going on Friday, and I will not be around by 6 o'clock for the show. So no show on Friday. All right. So, does Luke have feelings for you? I think Luke feels like there is a long distance between the two of you. I really do. I think he feels like he's ready for a new adventure. He wants things to be, he wants to be successful. He wants to make some money for himself. He wants to move on in a good direction. He just wants to feel safe and relaxed and warm, things like that, right? Because that's not what he doesn't think he would feel that way with you right now. And I'm not saying that in a bad way to you. I'm not saying anything's wrong or bad with you. I'm just saying that he's not feeling it. He's just not feeling it because things, the idea of getting back together with you, or the idea of you not, it's just a matter of, things are completely unclear. He doesn't know that maybe getting back together would be a good thing because he can't see it. He just can't see it right now. Because again, things are obscured. Things are not really the way that they should be for him, for Luke. And that doesn't make him feel good about it. So he's kind of putting some distance between the two of you. And that's what's going on. Name. I don't like to give sad readings. I don't like to tell people things that I know they're not going to be happy knowing and hearing. But, I have to tell you the truth as well, right? I have to be truthful. Because nobody'd come back to see a lying tarot reader. Sometimes, somebody said to me one time, way back when I first was starting the show, maybe a month into it, they told me, don't feel bad if you have to tell somebody bad news, because, it's, the cards don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you need to hear. Does that make sense? So, I know, something to keep in mind. But that's definitely what I got for you. That's definitely how I'm feeling. Ecto 1 gigabyte. How are you? What are Danny's feelings towards me? Ecto 1 GB. What are Danny's feelings towards me? Danny feels like there is definitely hope for the two of you. Danny hopes that you will inspire him. Danny hopes that there will be some kind of sexual relationship with the two of you. And I think I don't think this is going to make you feel good about things. I think it's going to cause you pain. I think it's going to make you feel like it's too much for you. It's a burden. It's going to be bad. And I'm not sure that you and Danny will, again, be able to stay together if that's the case. If it turns into something that's just this way, right, then I don't see where things can definitely things cannot stay together, because I don't think that this is really what you want. It's not a good thing for you. And I think that's going to put a distance between the two of you. Hmm. All right. That's what I got for you. Yeah, name. I know. I see too. I saw it too, and I hate to make people feel bad, because when you guys feel bad, then I feel bad. So Maggie B, my friend, you would like a reading regarding your love life. All right. So, reading regarding your love life. All right. So I think you are looking for somebody who is going to be secure, somebody who's going to be stable, somebody who's going to make you feel like you are taken care of, protected, right? You want that warm and safe and familiar and happy, settled feeling in your life regarding your love life, especially. I think there will be some messages coming to you. I think there will be, texts or emails, however you like to do. Probably texting is the easiest. And I do think you will be talking with somebody, and somebody, will be happy to talk to you. However, I do think that they may try to deceive you a little bit, not in a terribly bad way, but in a way that is, I think it's more embellishment than deception or lying, straight up lying. I don't think it's a terrible lie. I just think they want you to like them. And so, what are they going to do? Of course, they're going to make themselves sound much better than they really are. And eventually, you'll find out the truth, because you always do. Everybody always does eventually figure it out. But I think, maybe you make things up, right? Yeah, let's see. What could be like maybe he works in a hospital. Maybe he works as an orderly, or, somebody, or a janitor or something like that in a hospital. But yet he tells you he's a nurse. I wouldn't go as far as say doctor, but he's a nurse. Well, okay, so that's a little embellishment. Yeah, is it a lie? Sure, it's a lie. It's deceptive. It's sneaky to do it. But, he wants you to like him, and he doesn't think you'll like him for what he's straight there is kind of being, right? The person that he really is. Because he doesn't know you. He doesn't know that you will be accepting of people for themselves, not for what they do or what they have or anything like that. You look at people for their genuineness, and not for their, not for what they've got, not for the materialistic. So that's what I get for you. That's what I'm getting for you, Maggie. Thank you. All right. Oh, let's see. Flirty butterfly. You would like to know if you will get pregnant in the next 6 months. Well, I have to say, part of that is all up to you. All right, let's see what we get for you. Will you be pregnant in the next 6 months? Will you get pregnant? Will you get pregnant in the next 6 months? Yeah, you know what card we're really looking for here now, of course, is Stork or Child. Lilies. Ooh, and we got Stork. Oh, this is exciting. So there is going to be some news that comes to you very quickly about, oh gosh, about the future of your life, about the stability in your life. How are things going to become more stable? There's going to be messages coming to you that are going to come very quickly. You'll know very, very quickly, right? It's going to be like it's an open book. It's going to be very much, you'll keep it a secret for a little while, but then it's going to be right out there with everybody. And what's it going to be? Of course, it's going to be news about pregnancy. It's going to be news about birth and a baby, right? Because of course the stork brings the babies. The stork brings babies. That's the way it's always been. I know. I saw when my daughter was born, I watched the stork fly over. I saw it all. I was just happy that I was there to catch my little girl when the stork dropped her. Yes. So, yeah, my answer to you is a 100% yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think, and this is only my thoughts, right? But I 100% think that you will be get pregnant in the next 6 months. But again, part of that's, part of that you have to work on too. So, yeah, Maggie. Yeah, I'm glad I was correct. Maggie B, this is. Yeah, I don't think, I don't think you are somebody who judges people on the outside. I think you look on the inside. Because, that's where all the good stuff is. You are welcome, Flirty Butterfly. Did you see that with the stork at the end? Ah, I was so happy when I turned that card over. I was like, oh, this might work. This might be wonderful. Okay. So, will R contact you, and how will your conversation be? Oh, Maggie Polo. My Polish German friend. I think this is really going to be something that makes you feel overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed in a big, big way. It's not going to be exactly what you were expecting. Yes, I think R is going to contact you. Absolutely, I think so. I would say so. But the problem is it's going to end up in hurt feelings. It's going to end up in fighting or arguing, an argument. All right? It's going to end up in having to sweep away the pain. And then the whole thing is going to end. And you're going to feel sad after it. Oh, Maggie Polo, I hate to say such things. I don't like to talk about that like this because I know you are happy about that. You were happy about this because look, there's a little flower right there on the end. Like you're happy with flowers in spring. And I'm afraid that that's not going to be the case. So I'm sorry to say, Maggie Polo, my friend, but I don't see where it's going to, I see where it's going to happen. I just don't see where it's going to go really well. All right. Lovely Green, thank you so much for your donation. I do appreciate it. And there it is. There's your question. I know, Maggie P. Because we got two Maggies, right? Maggie B is in boy and Maggie Polo. So I don't want to get you confused. Just call you Maggie, because that could be either one of you. Even though you spell it different, I can't say it different. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I know it's not what you want to hear. Again, it's not what you want to hear. But the cards tell us what we need to know. So, Lovely Green, thank you again for your donation tonight. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I do appreciate it. I always appreciate your generosity. And we are going to do your question of what is next in love. What's next in love? Whoa. Now, this is for you, right? You're looking to find out what's next in love for you. And, interesting. I think, I think you're going to really feel things intuition-wise. You're going to know which way to go. You're going to know which direction to head. You know what your dream is. I think you're going to want to start talking with somebody. You're going to find somebody and you're going to really start a conversation, a lot of talking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's going to give you hope. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to give you hope. It's going to give you some inspiration. Again, it's got to do with finding your dreams. Because moon and stars are at night, right? They're both nighttime things, and they both have to do with dreams in Lenormand. A little different than tarot, I know. But in Lenormand, yeah, they have to both do with dreams because they're nighttime things. I think, Star is going to help you navigate your way through a relationship or navigate your way through whatever it is that's going on. And I do think that you will find somebody who is very compatible with you, makes you feel good. And I think, it'll start off as little innuendos between the two of you before things move in a direction of a relationship where there's actually a, but yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's next in love for you. All right. So thank you for donating. I do appreciate it. Again, thank you for your generosity. All right. All right. You are welcome. All right, let me go back up here and see what we got. I have, what is it? Oh. So Milika. Does DV like me and think about me? I'm doing all right, Maggie. I'm doing okay, Maggie Polo. It's always good to see you here every night. just like so many people. So many of you come each night, and that really makes me happy. It makes me feel good. You guys make me, you make me feel good. You make me happy about stuff, and that is a good thing. Lovely, you're very welcome. Lovely Green. I think there's a lot of promise for you, Lovely Green, coming up in the future. And I think that's going to be really good. All right, so let's see. Milka. So did you enjoy my friend Modern Priscilla Tarot's show? Milka. I was there. I was watching. I always watch when she does a show. And I saw you there. And I was hoping you were enjoying her show because she does wonderful readings. She's not really doing a live show anymore as far as I know, but she does do surprise pop-up shows every once in a while. Maggie, how's the weather where I am? The weather here is chilly. It's cold. It's it's probably in the 40s, I'd say. It's chilly. All right, so does DV like you? DV has some news for you that's going to come pretty quickly, and I think it's going to be very happy for you. I think it's going to make you feel good. I think it's going to make you smile when you get it. I think this might be, though, is the relationship with DV and you, is that a long distance relationship? Is this like an online type of thing where you guys live far apart from each other? I think so. I think it is. And I think that this is, I think this is what you're afraid of, is that, because there is a distance between you, that things really can't work out unless somebody moves somewhere close to each other. Now, it's nice to know that DV likes you, because they do, but it would also be nice to know that the two of you would be able to get together and meet and stuff like that in some point in the future. And, it's tough because I think there is a long distance between the two of you. So that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting ready to do my last free reading, unless I have other, unless I have donations. Right? Unless I get donations. If anybody is donating, now's the time to do it quickly. All right. Otherwise, I will pick a question and see what I got. Bartman, my reading about your solo Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder game was accurate. You need real people to play with. Yeah, you definitely need you need people. It just isn't great when you're playing a game like that by yourself. It just doesn't work so good. But what are you going to do, right? You'll find a group of people, I'm sure. There are people there. All right. So, Barb, this is my last question. This is my last free question of the night. Again, if you did not get a reading and you wanted one tonight for sure, you can always donate still. And I will do that. Otherwise, again, you come back tomorrow night, try again, get here early, make sure, or donate. So, what will the next 2 months bring to you, Barb? I think your happiness. I think there's going to be happiness for you. I think you're going to feel like you're going to feel like a source of power around you. Things are going to feel powerful around you. I do think there will be, I think there's going to be still a bit of a dry spell with the relationship or the whole dating idea. I don't think for the next 2 months that's really going to start up. I think it's going to stay in a ended type of state right now, where things are just kind of staying where they are and not moving forward, not doing anything. But you'll be all right, because I think you will be, you're clever enough to get through this. You are smart enough to find a way. You are witty. You are clever. You are sly as a fox, right? Sly as the fox. So I definitely think that's going to be the case. I do see where you will, around the end of the 2 month mark, at the end of the next 2 months, you'll probably, somewhere around the end of May, right before summer is starting. I think, at that point you will start talking to somebody. There will be something going on where you start to talk to somebody, and it starts to pick up somewhere right around the beginning of summer. So keep that in mind. You're having surgery in April, and this can definitely go along with that, right? Because it has to do with illness. It has to do with, it can have to do with illness and not feeling well. Absolutely. So yeah, that's in the next 2 months, and that would definitely be where that would come from. So, all right. That's what I got for you. That is what I get for you, Barb. So thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, we do this show. I do this show every night at 6:00 p.m. Eastern time. The show is called Tarot Nights. I am the Night Reader Tarot. If you are looking for me on YouTube, or you know someone that is looking for me, well, then you can steer them in the right direction. We go back to regular tarot tomorrow night, and we will we'll have a great show again tomorrow. Everybody will be there, like always, which is always fun. I do enjoy the group of people that show up here every single night and all the support that you guys give. So, all right. So thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow at 6:00 p.m. Eastern time. Have a great night, everybody. Be well. Bye now.